So finish off by messing around with something that you've heard before, perhaps from one of the most famous guitar players out there today is Joe Satriani. And he's been a legendary guitar player since coming out with his first album in the middle 80s, and he kind of blew the doors open for instrumental rock for many, many artists. And one of his signature songs that he started off with simply had a great beat and a catchy instrumental melody, and it involves simple triads in terms of the chords. And I want you to hear and see what we've got here to set this up. And we'll see how what we learned today applies to what we're going to learn from Joe Satriani. So check this out. The minor triad that we learned from these forms is this shape right here. Okay? So if I were going to put this in A minor, remember that the root is on the second string, so that's the root right there. Right? So if I were to put it in A minor, it's right there. That's an A minor triad from the voicing 5-1-3. Okay? So that's significant because that's the key that this song is going to be in. Okay? Now the next shape that we're going to connect is this shape right here. Okay? Now this is an E minor triad. Okay? Now, we remember that we learned those when we talked about major triads on the first shape that we learned. From here, we learned that minor triads look like this. So this is an E minor triad. Okay, so we've got A minor here, we've got E minor right here, and then we've got another shape right here. This is another inversion of A minor. Okay, we're going to learn this in another lesson, but take my word for it, this is another inversion of A minor. The 3 notes of A minor are just moved in different order down here in A minor. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to play the A minor, E minor, and A minor like this. Okay, and that's going to fit, interestingly enough, over these bass notes. A minor, and then E minor fits over G. Okay, I know you're probably going, well, he told me E minor. Why is he saying G? It's because it's a substitution. It's E minor here, but the bass line is going to be G. And that's going to be create what sounds like G major 6. But it's still E minor right here. It's just over a G. And this chord is going to be over, and it looks like A minor, but again, it's going to be substituted over F. So we're going to have this kind of a sound now on top. It's quite cool. 3, 4. Oops, way too fast. Slow that down a bit for our friends at home. 3, 4. Okay. Isn't that cool sounding? A minor, E minor, and then A minor again. Put a little chorus on it. Pretty neat, huh? Very simple, but very melodic and effective. Okay, you guys might recognize this tune. It's starting to sound familiar to you, I'm sure, if you've listened to Joe Satriani's music. Okay, so that gets us through the first section. And by the way, this is a PDF you can also download with this lesson, so I want you to do that. Okay? The next section of the tune, and I've got some of the chords written out for you here. It's very simple. The song is very simple, but it's got a pretty neat chord that happens on the top of the bridge. Okay? And it's another major 7th chord. And we've covered these chords before, but we haven't covered this type of major 7th voicing. But listen to how cool it sounds. Right? It sounds like this if you play it all at once. But it's an F major 7th chord, and it's closely related to this position right here. Okay? Sort of the C shape. But it's addressed with higher notes above. Instead of the root here, the root is taken off the bottom, and then instead a 5th is added on the top. So we get this shape. And that is an interesting sound because you get this tight half-step interval between the major 7th and the root. So that's what we're going to play in the top, first chord of the bridge. Okay, it's going to be over an A bass note. Okay, the next chord is kind of a weird chord, but it's written as C6-9, and it simply looks like this. Okay, so you're going to break these chords up as arpeggios. You're going to sound like this. Single notes. There's the next chord. And then we go to the third chord of the bridge. And it's just a straight D minor 7th chord. I know you know that one because I've shown it to you before. Right? But again, an arpeggio. Back to C here. And then G. And then it goes back to the cool major 7 chord. And then back to the C6-9. And then back to D minor. And then back to C major. And E7. And this dominant chord we just learned a few lessons ago as well. You remember when we talked about all the dominant chords? So we're bringing that chord back in. Okay? And that's the song. That's the rhythm guitar for this song. Is the beginning. Okay, and then we've got the bridge chords. Okay, and we're ready to go. This one's called The Crush of Love, and it's by Joe Satriani, and I know you're going to enjoy playing it. So download that PDF, and let's try it out. Okay, I'm going to go through the chords with you, and then I'm going to play the melody at the end. And I'll see you next lesson. So you work on these triad chords that we learned at the top of the lesson, and let's have some fun playing The Crush of Love. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to play the melody now with you. Here we go. You keep playing those chords. You keep playing those chords. Right there. That's you again. C major. This is all you right here. Here comes C major. D minor 7, sorry. E7, here we go. I'm going to play the lead again. Here we go. That's how The Crush of Love goes, and it's just a simple series of triads, major and minor, and we've already figured out how to cool it sounds when we put them together in just the right order. And that was a big hit for Joe Satriani, and you guys can enjoy playing it now, practicing that at home. So I'll see you next lesson, and it's good to be back free again, and yeah, don't worry about that. My lawyer is going to take care of everything, and I'm back in business again. All right, Dave Hill signing off. I'll see you later.